Indigenous Rights Radio, because knowledge is power.
The collapse of the healthcare sector is one of the consequences of the extraction of renewable energy resources in the host communities, which directly harms the indigenous people in all the mining sites in Nigeria. In Kaduna State, in the northwestern part of Nigeria, our team visited Buruku and Udawa village in Birnin Gwari local government, which are rich in lithium, copper, aluminium, and other mineral elements.
It's hard to reach area.
We witnessed discomfort at the maternity hospital in the area. There were some pregnant women lying in the courtyard of the hospital because of shortage of beds and equipment. There were no sign of medical treatment on site, and doctors were absent at the time of our visit. We tried to collect opinions from some patients, but the hospital authorities bullied us out. On our way out of the village, we met some people who were going about their daily business. One of them, a 42-year-old man, agreed to speak to us anonymously.
It is true that our people are suffering, especially women, and there is no action taken by the government. We need urgent intervention.
He confirmed to us that there are no qualified nurses in the village hospital, adding that the number of women who died during childbirth was on the rise. He added that there are frequent outbreaks of diseases in summer and in cold season. The situation is related to environmental and climate pollution due to the harmful effects of mining in the area. Dr. Abdurrahman Muhammad at the Federal Teaching Hospital Gombe shed more light on the effects of chemical extraction on human health.
Mining activities actually release harmful pollutants like dust, heavy metals, and chemicals into the air and water. This can cause respiratory problems, cardiovascular issues, and contamination of drinking water sources. It can also cause land degradations. Mining disrupts natural landscapes, leading to deforestation, soil erosion, and loss of biodiversity. This can impact food production, water quality, and the overall ecological balance. It can also have some direct health impact on the mining communities, like exposure to toxic substances, whereby miners and workers in processing plants are directly exposed to harmful dust, chemicals, and heavy metals. This can lead to lung diseases, cancer, neurological problems, and other health complications. Accidents and injuries, because mining operations involve the use of heavy machineries and hazardous conditions, increasing the risk of accidents, injuries, and fatalities. Spread of diseases. Mining projects can attract a surge in population, putting strain on sanitation and healthcare infrastructure, potentially leading to outbreaks of infectious diseases. This mining of natural resources can also have indirect health effects, which include socio-economic disparity, because unequal distribution of mining profits can lead to poverty and lack of access to basic healthcare services in mining communities. Mental health issues, whereby the environmental degradation, displacement from traditional lands, displacement of individuals from their original lands and social disruption can contribute to mental health problems like anxiety and depressions. Natural resources, some of the natural resources that are implicated with the health effect include the mercury, which are used in thermometers and dental fillings, and then its exposure can cause neurological damage and developmental problems, more especially in children. And then lead, which is used normally in batteries and pens. Lead poisoning can cause brain damage and learning disabilities, particularly in children, as well as asbestos used in construction material. Asbestos exposure can lead to lung cancer and other respiratory diseases. Therefore, in general, it is crucial to recognize that benefit of mining natural resources for healthcare come at significant cost to human health and the environment. Therefore, sustainable mining practices, strict regulations, and investment in clean technology are essential in minimizing this negative impact and protect human well-being. Protecting the health of people living and working around mining operations requires a multi-pronged approach as far as occupational health is concerned. Strict regulations and environment enforcement. Government and regulatory bodies need to establish and enforce strict safety standards for mining operations. These include proper ventilations, dust separation systems, and working conditions, and also should have regular inspections. There should also be a protective equipment whereby the miners should be provided with appropriate personal protective equipment like dust masks, respirators, safety glasses, and clothing materials. There should also be a health monitoring. Regular health screening for miners should be conducted to identify early signs of exposure-related illnesses like lung diseases, lead poisoning, or any other health complication. There should be also a training and education. There should be also a waste management system whereby there should be a proper disposal of mining waste and wastewater treatment to prevent contamination of air, water, and soil resources. There should also be an access to healthcare. Mining companies should contribute to building and maintaining adequate healthcare facilities in surrounding communities to address health concerns related to mining activities. Clean water and sanitation is very essential. Ensuring access to clean drinking water and proper sanitation infrastructures is vital for preventing the spread of waterborne diseases. There should also be community development. Investing in education, infrastructure development, and livelihood opportunities in mining communities can improve overall health and well-being. Therefore, investing in research and development of safer mining technologies, cleaner processing methods, and alternative materials can significantly reduce the health risk. In general, protecting the health of people living and working around mining areas require collaborative efforts from governments, mining companies, and the communities themselves. Implementing these stated measures can significantly minimize the negative health impact associated with mining activities and create a safer and healthier environment for everyone involved.
One of the major setbacks faced by the locals as the result of extraction of solid mineral resources is insecurity and proverbial illegal mining. Illegal mining poses more security threats than imagined. According to reports by Vanguard newspaper, around 80% of mining in the Northwest region is done illegally and artisanally by local inhabitants. Illegal mining has exacerbated conflicts and instability in impacted areas. The proceeds from unlawful mining are frequently channeled into criminal networks, worsening social vices and hurting local economy. According to the Katsina state government, illicit mining is the wheel that pushes armed banditry in Katsina and adjacent northwest Nigerian states. Every state in Nigeria is endowed with natural resources such as lithium, copper, aluminium, gold, coal, zinc, oil, limestone, phosphate, and uranium, among others. But what should be the benefit of the populace is being exploited by a few persons, from Zamfara to Benue, Nasarawa, Sokoto, Bauchi and other states. The story is the same of how illegal miners have caused destruction and devastation to the host communities. Apart from the physical damage which the activities of illegal miners are causing in the country, concerned residents of mineral-rich communities are lamenting that farmers have abandoned farming and students are dropping out of schools, joining the militia of illegal miners. Halima Muhammad and Abakar Sadiq Galadima are some natives of Kaduna State who have expressed their concern about the setback their communities are experiencing as a result of extraction of natural resources around them.
Some measures taken to curb the effect of illegal mining in our area includes awareness by organizing public lectures for the youth and the citizens to know the effects of illegal mining in the society. My community has not yet received any benefit from mining as a host community, but I don't know. Maybe in future. We are hoping so, by God's grace. Yes, we take many steps to avoid environmental pollution caused by mining in such a way that we use dustbins, bin refuse caused by mining activities to reduce or avoid environmental pollution entirely. Mining has caused many problems in our areas in such a way that we can't even control some.
There are also challenges such as environmental degradation, land dispute, and health hazard that came with the mining activities. Yes, to curb the effect of mining, we have been working closely with relevant authorities to enforce regulations, to conduct regular monitoring of mining activities, and raise awareness about the importance of following legal procedures in mining operations. Yes, as a host community, to avoid environmental pollution caused by mining, we have implemented measures such as proper waste management, reclamation of mine areas, and use of environmentally friendly mining practices to minimize the impact on the ecosystem. Mining has caused various problems in our area, including land degradation, water pollution, conflict over resources control, the health issues due to exposure of hazardous substances. Although addressing these challenges require a multiple stakeholder approach, involving government agencies, mining companies, and local communities to ensure sustainable and responsible mining practices.
In an interview with a security expert, retired Major General Muhammad Bashir Shuaibu Galma, he stated that illegal miners are real enemies of Nigeria and the people. They seek devious way and means to cut away the right belongings to the commonwealth of the people and convert same to their personal use. While the state and the people seek to use their God-given resources to create and add value to the nation, these devious elements seek to steal, destroy, and sometimes brutally kill in order to make their way with the wealth of the nation found in the land, underground and in the water for their pecuniary gains. He added that mostly they come in different ways and with different names, but their goal is the same, to steal from the state and the people and become richer and better than any other person. They are brutal and ruthless in their malevolent strides to actualize their evil and wicked scheme and do not spare anyone who may stand on their way. Apart from poverty, harsh weather patterns, drought, extreme temperature, and floods also impact agricultural productivity and food production not only in Nigeria but also globally. Kidnap for ransom, cattle rustling, and ransacking villages has become a major threat to agriculture and animal husbandry in many villages where natural resources are extracted in Nigeria. This has become a challenge for farming, a business that most of the concerned residents of mineral-rich communities in the region depend on for their livelihood. Conflicts are worsening insecurity in certain regions of the country, especially in the northeast, northwest, and north central, have equally disrupted agricultural activities and displaced farmers. This has hindered food production and distributions, as many farmers are unable to visit their farmlands for fear of being attacked by bandits or herdsmen in the last decade, which stems from extraction of mineral resources. Dr. Umar Ahmed, an expert on agriculture and food security in Nigeria, explains in detail how the extraction of mineral is running agriculture and farmers in Nigeria.
For someone to be a good farmer or any agricultural activities has to involve a fertile soil. So whenever you are talking about agriculture and you want to have a maximum output or a maximum productivity, you must consider the fertility of that soil. So whenever you are bringing in something that has to do with mining, first of all, you will consider that it affects soil fertility because there are deposits that are harmful to the soil. So anything that is harmful to the soil may cause a serious effect to that particular crop in question. Let's take for an instance, when you are planting maize seedlings, it has some certain nutrients that it's needed before its own germination. But as a result of these negative activities of mining, such mining activities may cause harm or havoc to that particular plant, which will affect its own germination. And when you don't have a good germination from the particular seeds in concern, you shouldn't expect a maximum yield or a maximum output because the growth of that particular crop at a point in time might be tempered. Each and every crop has its own stages of growth and development. So deposits of iron or some harmful mineral like zinc can cause havoc to the root formation, growth and development of that particular crop in concern. Another issue is that apart from that, I said it also causes soil degradation. When you don't have a flat land, when you don't have level land, the nature of nutrient movement, when you apply fertilizer, after it rains, it follows what we call leaching because it is not a level land. The effect that has been caused by degradation may cause one side to be at the upper level, the other side to be at the lower level. So if it rains at a point in time, topsoils normally is being washed away by water, and it is the serious cause by that mining effects. So per se, whenever there is any area in which mining is being practiced, we normally observe that there are food deficits, they are food insecure, and they will never attain food security.
He also urged stakeholders, government, and the affected communities to work together to find a lasting solution. Precisely, the adverse effect of the exploitation of natural resources on the indigenous people in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. The Hail Mary is that the authorities will take a stand to fight the daily disasters accompanied by mining on the lives of the indigents of the host communities. From Nigeria, Hawa Bukar Kumshe.
Indigenous Rights Radio, because knowledge is power.